One or two.
Hey, good morning. So we've made it to Government Canyon. Today is Sunday. We're going to start doing a little hike. Sun's coming up. Wish we would have been able to get here a little earlier. Anywho. So hopefully it's going to be a good hike. I'll show you what it looks like here in a bit. And yeah, we'll talk to you in a bit. Bye. Okay, so we're walking to the visitor center.
To the trailhead.
Where the trailheads begin. So if all the trail is covered like this, we'd be all right. We'll see. And there's part of the visitor center. It's actually not very big. That's the actual visitor center right there. We've never been in it, actually. We've been here a couple of times. We've never actually been in the visitor center. And that's the latrines. And then that big building, that's some kind of pavilion. You can go in there as tables and stuff. All right, and we're off. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a dinosaur track right in the center of the screen, and then one a little above it. Hopefully you can see it okay. We'll see. We got to walk down there now. We're high up on a cliff. There's great views up here. And there's apparently more over there in that area. Over there. Can't see them from here. But it is pretty views up here, huh, Tim?
There's more roped off over there, right directly under us too. We'll see.
Ah. There's some more, apparently, over there, but we can't see it, apparently. There's a great view up here. Awesome. And I'm thankful for the overcast, because it'd have been hot up here if it wasn't there. Okay.
These are steps.
Point to it for me. Yeah, so those are the dinosaur prints. Well, some of them. I'll take you to go see more in a second. So here are the tracks we were looking at way up there. Now we're down here. It's kind of hard to see them from here at this angle. Definitely a nicer view up there. But I'll take you to some more. So here are some more tracks. Not very distinctive. Not at all. Kind of have to be here, I guess, because they're hard to see. However, I'm going to see if I can go over to this other place, because that I'm zoomed in on right now is supposedly a big one, but we'll see. I'm going to walk over here, so it's going to be a little bumpy. Whoop, I just ran into a tree. Okay, so let me see if you can see. No, it's very hard to see. Oh well. I might just put a picture up instead. Yeah, so we took a little break because I started feeling a sore, not a sore, but a blister maybe forming. So Tim put some of that tape on it. And we're just sitting on a bench. And we're just
On
looking
some
at.
beef jerky. And
Yeah,
some
we ate
water.
some beef jerky just to, you know, to get some protein.
To eat.
Anywho, it was
It's
nice and
good.
shaded.
Nice shady spot with a bench. Perfect.
So,
Morning snack break spot in the shade.
exactly.
So now we leave the sweaty wet bench. My sweaty wet ass. I'm gonna try
So we are taking a lunch break.
Bumblebee
We're gonna have
spicy.
some spicy Thai wild tuna on some thin, I don't know what it
Pretty
is.
darn delicious.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I agree.
Sandwiches.
Anyways, I'm sitting on this low rock, and he's sitting on one of the food canisters. So, because the bench is in the sun.
Yeah. It looks,
And as you see,
it's hot.
it
so
is.
we're avoiding the sun.
What the fuck was that? Did you guys hear that?
Oh my god, you're
I
making one of those
cussed.
ghost movies. Did you hear that?
I cussed. That's not good. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. You know, there was a sign in the bathroom before we started warning us about mountain lions. So you know me, Sherry is all hyper thinking there's a doggone mountain lion.
Come and fight us for the tuna.
Yeah, you never
Fuck
know.
you, motherfucker.
Yeah, so that was where we're sitting and eating. Anywho, yeah, so I'm tired. I think we've went how far now?
I'm tracking 9.81.
9.81, and I'm carrying about 20 pounds on my back today. So yeah, I'm beat. I am beat. We still have about a mile and a half to go to, I think, get back to the car. I'm not quite
remember.
sure.
I looked at it and read.
Anywho, so I'll let you know when we get there.
It's probably
We're gonna sit down and eat the rest of our lunch. Bye. Hey, so we have almost made it to the car. We've got about maybe 200 feet to go. However, we did stop at the latrines, and they are air conditioned, thank God. Looks like we went 12 miles, actually. I am beat. I am, whew. The majority of the last leg of our trip, the last 3 hours were nothing but full sun.
Walking in an
It was, whew. I just want to go sit on the bathroom floor, cool down. Anywho, yeah, today was definitely hard for me. It was very hard for me. I don't know, didn't have the energy. I guess the heat, I don't know. My feet are hurting a little more. Well, I mean, 12 miles. And I guess carrying the 20 pounds on the backpack I'm not used to, so my heart rate's been quite high for quite some time, so I didn't die of a heart attack, so that's a good thing. You know, Tim he's a little worn out. Not much. He can handle it. But, I mean, it's good training. Good training. I mean, I don't think we'll hit this kind of heat in the Appalachian Trail. At least I pray to God we don't. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm still out of breath, but it was definitely hard for me. And I think I understand why people do not tell you about coming to Government Canyon, because the majority of it is full sun. I guess if it was later in the year and it's not so hot, perfect place to come.
Finish your walking by noon and you're fine.
Yeah, I guess if you can get 12 in before 12, you'd be good. Anywho, I'm gonna go get into the car, get home, take a shower, and you know my routine: put my feet up and maybe soak them. Whew. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Huh? Oh, it didn't stop. Hey, so got home, took my shower. My feet are up. And I just want to do a recap. So when we got there, the person that was at the gate to let us in, to make sure that you have your reservations or what have you, she sits there and she says, "Be careful." And I'm like, why is she telling us to be careful? And then we went to we went to the bathroom, then we went back to the car to get our packs and what have you. And then Tim sees in the bathroom, they have a picture of a mountain lion. And it tells us, the steps to do to, don't intertwine with them or whatever. I don't even remember what it said, because all I heard was mountain lion. That's all I saw. And of course, the whole time that we're walking, I'm panicking, because, mountain lion. Y'all think I'm scared of spiders. Yeah, no. Anywho, so every time I'd hear a noise, I'd freak out. And when we stopped, so there was a bench that we stopped at to kind of have a snack, because it was it was getting hot, but it was mostly in the shade, and I just needed a rest because I wasn't used to, the backpack was 20 pounds, maybe a little more, so I had to take a rest. And well, that's where I screwed us, because I think we just spent too much time there, and we didn't know that the rest of the trail was pretty much full sun. So after we did that, then I sat on a rock and Tim sat on one of our food containers for a chair, and we sat and we had some lunch. And of course I'm panicking, and you'll see it you will have already seen that by the time you see this. So I panicked and panicked and panicked. So between going 12 miles, which is great, that's fantastic, I'm glad I'm able to do it. However, my backpack still has to gain about 10 more pounds, so yeah, I don't know, we'll see. That's why we're doing this to train, to see where, what I can do, what I can't do, and work my way up. I definitely would say to people, going out to Government Canyon really is a nice area. However, that being said, if you're going and it's hot, take the trail only to the dinosaur tracks, and then the one trail that goes up onto the ridge that overlooks the dinosaur tracks, because that's fairly shaded, and it's not that far. I think it was like 2.5 miles to the dinosaurs and then back. So you probably do, I don't know, about 6 miles, because if you want to go to the ridge, it adds another half mile out, half mile back. So, but it really isn't that bad. You do have some rocks to go over, but after you pass that and you start going on these other trails, oh my God, it's very rocky, very, just the rocks are not pebbles, they're like, rocks, good sized rocks. My feet went out from under me a couple of times. My ankles kind of hurting me a little. And there's some more of the bigger rocks that you have to kind of step down on, but the rocks that are about this size, they like just totally make you lose your footing all the time. If I didn't have trekking poles, man, I would have been in serious trouble, because they've saved my butt a couple of times. Anyway, so I just wanted to recap, just to let you know that I was paranoid the whole way, because the way the lady at the entrance tell us to be careful and safe, and then I see this, Tim shows me the sign about, talking about mountain lions, and there's hardly nobody out on the trails right now, probably because it's so hot, and we're not smart enough to realize that it's just too hot. It's Texas. And but it was interesting. But yeah, it was hard on me. Those last 2.5 to 3 miles was, I was crying, not literally crying, but I was just crying inside because I was so done. And when you're out there, you can't just be done. So I told Tim this was definitely very hard for me, very hard. Today was a very hard day. I hadn't felt that in all the other places that we went. So I'm telling you, if you guys want to go, it is a great place to go to. Just plenty of water. If it's hot, only go out to the dinosaur tracks, and that's it. Like I said, I didn't think we would go 12 miles, but ended up being 12 miles. And we didn't go the full duration that we wanted to go because there was another outer, kind of like an outer, I don't want to say loop, but another extension of where we were, and that would have added an additional, probably another mile to a mile and a half on top of what we already did. But it was just too hot. I told him I can't do it. My feet were starting to hurt. My ankle was kind of hurting, and I was just too hot and worn out. I mean, regardless of all the water we drank and the Gatorades, it was just too hot. Anyway, I just wanted to do another recap. We are going back to Government Canyon on Saturday, and maybe we will be going on Sunday, camping out overnight at Los Maples. However, that being said, there's still some an issue that might prevent us from doing that this coming weekend. We haven't gotten word yet, so I'll let you know when I know. Talk to you later. Bye.